Hey. Welcome to your weekly corner Späti. It's me, Nick, joined with Yulia.
Hello.
And special guest, Rob.
Yeah. Resurrected.
Yeah, back from the dead.
Back from the dead. 3.
Exactly, yeah. I don't really know where to start with this most beautiful Eurovibe that I think that we've experienced collectively in a long time. We went, 2 weeks ago now to the Eurobasket.
The FIBA Eurobasket 2022.
Yeah. And for those
tournament.
For those who don't know, it's kind of like the equivalent of the Euro Cup, but for basketball, which I think happens every 2 years instead of every 4 years. And it's a display of the finest of European basketball skills. But that's not the important part. That's what's not interesting about it. I mean, I think Spain won the whole competition.
That is so wild.
It was
that was unexpected.
It was quite the competition. Germany really gave it its all. But
they came
the thing that
the third place.
They did get third place. Yeah, we saw them beat Greece. So we went and saw 2 games, which was what was the first one?
Spain and Finland.
Yeah.
I've never seen so enthusiastic fans like the Finnish fans that were sitting behind us.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, that stadium was like practically empty for that game. No one gave a shit.
No. Except for the Finnish fans.
I worry no one gave a shit for the finals. I was watching you can't tell on TV, but it did not seem as full.
Because they beat Germany and then
they don't know how to really stir up interest in the sport. It was Spain and France.
I just find it so weird because there are so many Spanish people in Berlin. Like when we saw Spain,
maybe they're not into basketball.
Yeah, probably. But when we saw Germany and Greece, like the Greek side was like also completely full.
Yeah.
Like there was the game was completely sold out.
Because the Greeks are now big basketball fans.
Yeah. I mean, they've always been like kind of big in basketball.
Well,
but
big time fans.
Yeah, well the turnout was all right. I mean, obviously, Germany, like they played. The stadium was sold out. The first game was definitely really funny because like the 8 Finns in all of Berlin showed up and were very loud and very drunk.
I'm not ruling. I know in Greece, my friend was telling me that there was you could win tickets, like flight and tickets. Flight from Greece plus the tickets. So I could imagine that they just were really excited Finnish fans who won some.
Like radio,
radio, whatever the
WFIN, Finnish sports talk radio.
But seriously, he looked like he was very loud. First of all, he probably didn't have a voice.
He also ripped his shirt off too. Remember?
He ripped his shirt off. He had a big. Okay, imagine a buff Finnish dude with like a beard, someone who would chop like.
Yeah, like a lumberjack.
Yeah.
But he's Finnish.
Yeah, Finnish lumberjack, definitely. But like young, not like the one. I don't know. Every hipster like advertisement's dream or some shit like that.
From like 6 years ago.
Exactly, from 6 years ago.
Like that whole like cottagecore hipster thing.
That is what I was
really in.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Okay, I really appreciate how you gave a very like visual description of the one Finnish fan in the
He was the loudest.
Yeah.
And finally I've heard it must be so funny, like everyone's saying like Finland and they're like Suomi. And it's like your country has a total different name.
Well, I mean, most of the countries do. It's fine. Like Spain isn't Spain. It's España.
Well, that seems
you just hate the Finns. I get it. It's fine.
No. I mean, it's just very far from what everyone else would be saying. Yeah.
Germany is not Germany. It's Deutschland.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Germanenland.
You just hate the Finns, clearly.
No.
So aside from then the one fan that was there, the game was so empty that we went down to the just like to the front row, just to really to be with the team, to be with the Finnish national team, really to get the vibes going. Well, the Spanish team was on the other side.
I know, we were on the
would have been more fun. I love the coach. Excellent mannerisms, just gesticulation. He also looks like he's like 5'5", surrounded by all these basketball players. Yeah, we went down up close to see the sweat glisten on
Yes.
on a bunch of Finnish men. And that's what Eurobasket's all about.
Yeah.
And more people should appreciate that.
Sweaty Finnish men.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say they did a bad job advertising it, but these games could have been a little. If they had hired us, I feel like we could have helped
really
them out.
promoted.
We
Yeah,
could have
really.
promoted
Yeah.
it. Yes.
I think
I mean,
that.
seriously, like nobody fucking like really said,
No, yeah.
Like you had a few posters. I wasn't even aware it was in Germany. The finals were in Berlin. I didn't even know.
I don't even know how I found out about it.
Germany and
honest.
Greece was well attended, so maybe we can take some notes from that. But we should back up and talk about the stadium first.
Oh yeah.
Had you been there before to the Mercedes-Benz
Arena? Yeah.
What may I ask? What for?
Concerts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Same.
How are the acoustics?
I mean, not great.
It seems like brand new. It seems pretty fancy.
No, it used to be the O2 Arena. It's like I don't know, like 15, 20 years old or something.
That's new in my book.
Yeah.
To me, it was very seemed very fancy. Seemed pretty new, pretty slick, but half empty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not really living up to its. They're doing something wrong. The perfect
Mercedes-Benz Arena feels exactly like what's the name of it now in Phoenix? It used to be called U.S. Airways Center. Now it's called now it's called like Footprint Arena or something dumb. Yeah, where the Suns play.
Oh yeah.
It feels
they're
exactly.
not a talking stick anymore.
No, they're not. Yeah.
Oh.
They change the name every year, but yeah, it feels exactly like that. Yeah, like a newer arena. Like I didn't think it was too.
I got
foreign.
one question. Don't call me dumb. What do they do when there's a concert, and how do they put the basketball court on?
It's the thing.
Is it different levels, and you just close it?
Yeah, the seats can move and stuff.
All of it can move.
I was also
up
kind
there?
of wondering and trying to look at it.
And
Yeah.
ice hockey, you also play there, no?
Yeah, they moved the floor.
So there are
Ice
different
hockey's
levels
under
of floor.
hockey's under the
Yeah.
the wood.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like if you pull up all the wood, there's some level of ice down there. It causes problems sometimes if it's not properly
Isolated.
ventilated or something like the
Yeah.
But it
the
melts.
arena. I don't know
You just
exactly.
have
I have no
don't-
idea.
That is so
we're
right.
hitting
So
the-
yeah, it's like a cake. You have layers of different sports.
Yes.
Yeah, there's also another layer too that then's just like concrete for when the concerts are there, so that they can
Yeah,
have a
but
standing
where's
area.
the stage? They have to put it
Over
there all
on
the
the
time?
it's on
There
the
was one
side.
basket like if at the suites there were only like 3/4 of the ring around the stadium were suites, so I assume the like 1/4 is
And
where
you can take out that one, and then the
is
stage
where
is
they
Thank
there.
you.
they put
This
it.
is
Yeah.
really helping.
Yeah.
I always ask myself, wait, do they have to like build a new thing? every
Yeah,
day?
they move some stuff around. That's how it happens.
I want to share a few pluses and minuses for the Mercedes-Benz Arena experience. Plus, downstairs we had Five Guys and Sausalitos. Perfect German sports experience. That's exactly where I would want to go. Want to go to the best burger in the world, Five Guys,
Yes.
and maybe a little happy hour at Sausalitos.
Yeah,
before-
I really like the fact of that. Then, in order for the purest Eurovibe, they try to be as much like the U.S. as they possibly can, because as we have said plenty of times on this show, I would say that Germany, of all countries in Europe, is the one that then wishes to be America, like the United States, the most,
Yes.
but also doesn't
That
want
was
to
kind of
admit
like,
it.
to be fair, kind
Yes.
of promised that in
Yeah.
the whole divided Germany. They're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You could be just like
Yeah,
just like us.
Yeah, it's a kind of like a hate love kind of situation. It's kind of like
Yeah,
they
it's
gave
really.
us money to be
Yeah.
like them, but also at the same time.
But this has happened more, I think, recently within the advent of, like,
Netflix.
no, like kind of the area of neoliberalism, that we're currently in, that there is like, because like the Mercedes-Benz Arena and stuff like that, all that area is like a massive investment project to like make it a like tourist destination.
Yeah, you can tell. And
Yeah.
to the like walking around there, I don't think I'd spend much time there. I'm like, I'm sure this is what they had, mocked up in the room. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna have this big. It's gonna be super walkable here. We can have some some entertainment.
The finest
arena
food
here.
and the finest
got the
dining.
screens up here on these buildings. It all looks good. Looks like it was well executed. The design.
Yeah, it just looks
Just
like
don't know if it's what I want.
Yeah, it looks like literally every suburb in the United States.
It looks like, and I gotta say this, it looks like Bahnhofsviertel in Bielefeld. Behind the Bahnhof, they did the same thing. There are stairs, new stairs, and you have the Bierbörse there where you can do like the price of the beer decides like the stock market. It's a beer stock market.
Oh no,
classic. I don't know if I've ever
Then
been.
there's a club.
Have you been to a beer?
Then you have Sausalitos there.
Of course,
for your best mate.
I feel about Sausalitos the way that Germans feel about Five Guys, I think, because I would go there when I first came to Germany. I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time here with my coworkers.
What is Sausalitos? I've never...
It's just, I mean, they have like, I think they call it Cal-Mex, not Tex-Mex.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just like, I remember it being a particularly happening happy hour spot. For
that is what
for
it
young
is.
professionals in this.
It's a German company though, right? Like trying to be okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and you get drunk there after work. That's why the Bahnhofsviertel in Bielefeld is there. Everyone goes to like Herford, Lüne.
Yeah, in Hamburg it's also
that mall
right next to the
So we have to make a reportage about this. I feel about.
Well, I would love to
Späti
to
undercover
record
in
live from
Sausalitos.
kind of like they do before the big game. Like they're at the bar on the corner below the stadium.
That's the Bielefelder Bahnhofsviertel.
I thought you were going to show me pictures of Sausalitos.
No.
Yeah, this looks like an area outside of like a very corporate, sporting experience in the United States.
Like it was very sleekly corporate. They did a good job. They understood the assignment.
Maybe it's the same architecture.
They just haven't sold it yet. People were not turning out for the Sausalitos Mercedes-Benz experience.
Was Sausalitos not packed?
I didn't see anyone wearing Sausalitos. Five Guys was packed.
Yeah, Five Guys was super packed.
But in general, Berlin has a way to go to sell its suburb experience to its residents hooked on dirty street corners and Spätis.
The thing that I think is so weird about now you're showing me pictures of Sausalitos. Thank you.
That's the one in Bielefeld. There's also one in Dortmund.
Of course. The thing I think that's just so funny about it, especially the area that the Mercedes-Benz Arena is in, is it's like it's right near Warschauer Straße, which is like a big
touristy.
Yeah. It like blends right into the East Side Mall thing.
Yeah,
it's all one
totally.
big conglomeration.
Yeah, it is. You go. Yeah, you have all these like little underways to go like to connect. Both of these.
What else are they building there? There's the
Amazon Tower.
What is an Amazon Tower? What is an Amazon Tower?
What does it sound like it is to you?
It's a giant tower.
For Amazon.
It's going to be like the biggest building in Berlin, probably.
Oh,
yeah.
ew.
I don't know. Yeah.
Amazon is building.
Is it going to say Amazon on the top?
Wait. Is it bigger than the Turm?
No.
Good.
I hope so.
It's going to be,
What are they doing in there? Amazon?
Yeah.
Stuff? Like, is it a warehouse?
No, it's like Amazon office buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're going to be going to see ice hockey games and drinking at Sausalitos.
Oh my God, totally.
And finally, Berlin will.
After work
if you build it, they will come.
Oh my God. This sounds so corporate.
Yeah, well, Berlin, needed to sell its soul one way or another now.
I don't want to see what they do to Wegelände.
Yeah, this whole area is going to be so bad.
Yeah.
It already is such like a lifeless like piece of the town anyway that it really kind of makes going to any event at the Mercedes-Benz Arena really bothersome. But luckily,
for me it was fun because it really felt like you're trying to be in the US or some shit
exactly.
like that. So I thought it was fun.
I was having fun.
Yeah, me too. It reminded me of going to basketball games in the US.
Yeah, true. I guess you know what? You're right. They did import the whole experience.
The vibe.
While sometimes, albeit a little bit phoned in, it's still like, get me 3 beers deep. I feel like I'm like out in the middle of Glendale after I don't fucking know. I've never been to the Glendale Arena actually, but if I had been there, I'm pretty sure that the experience would be quite similar.
Definitely.
Inside, one thing that I don't know if it annoyed me, but to me it was a little like it's got to step its game up. They have on around, so like you go in and there's a big, like circular spot where you can walk around, get food and drinks, and then, there's all the different sections you can walk into. But on the walls, they would just have like these big blown up pictures of like Justin Timberlake or like Bruno Mars performing.
Oh yeah.
And to me, that was a little like, yeah, it's you enter into a business contract and they come and perform. But to me, like there was a way that it was framed and pitched that it was a little like, the Italian restaurant where they're like, okay.
Yeah, Bruno Mars came and ate here, or whatever,
Yeah, Joe Pesci ate here. 1982. And it's a little like, come on, act like you've been here before, Mercedes-Benz Arena. It was a little too desperate. I think they...
Well, the thing that
I also think they should have more variety of food.
Well, yeah. That was the two things I was going to say, is that then this is going to come off of the thing I always think is really funny with this whole Germany, like Germans trying to have the American experience, is they don't go full into it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I really like it, where in the sense of like, if you go to like any like football game, there's no concessions really. It's just like you can get like a Wurst, maybe a brezel, and then a beer,
bratwurst and a beer.
Yeah, and the prices are actually pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
But then it's also like when I'm at like, I don't know, there's something about a basketball game that the experience is slightly more American. That it's like, all right, like I want the wacky fucking, like 1 foot long chili dog.
Exactly.
Thing or whatever.
I was thinking about that actually.
That's like the stadium's like, signature dish thing.
Yeah. Berlin needs for signature.
Yeah, just something vile, disgusting.
Crazy currywurst. I don't know.
Yeah, like at the Diamondbacks games, I think you can get like a hot dog that's in like a churro or something like that.
Oh my, ew.
Yeah,
wow.
but you need like something a little wacky.
Something that gives me a heart attack.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna like, Germany, this is just coming from someone, born and raised in the United States. I know what I'm talking about here. I'm sure that Rob can also vouch for me as well, with all the, sporting events that you've been to in the U.S. But you need something, there's a little bit more effort that has to go in. Like, I need to know that I'm at the Mercedes-Benz Arena.
I'm remembering specifically at the Chicago White Sox Stadium, there was an ice cream sundae in a baseball helmet.
Yeah.
Oh
it
my
was enormous.
God, no.
And I ate it, and I finished both my friends because they couldn't finish theirs.
Oh my God, that's
the kind of thing, like it has to be...
Yeah.
It has to rise to the occasion, you know, and you have to be
But did you drink it though? Because it must have been melted at that
No,
time.
Rob ate it fast
you
enough.
gotta scoop it out. They give you a big spoon.
How big was the baseball helmet?
like a solid baseball helmet, filled with ice cream and chocolate chips and things.
And it's like
this.
20 something bucks or whatever. Like it's
It
something
was. I don't know if it cracked 20, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my
1999.
God.
Yeah. So there's
but that's what I need. I had to think of the baseball game. We went to like the spring training and like there was so much food and I wanted to try all of it.
Yeah. I mean,
and then we were just standing there looking for food instead of watching the game.
I mean, yeah, this is definitely a problem of American capitalism. Do I need the
No,
the churro dog? Do I want to try it? No, also probably not. But if I'm there and I'm being told that this is the thing I should try, then you know what, I might consider it.
Yes. So what they had there was fries,
nachos.
I wanted those nachos.
I got a pretzel.
Huh?
I got a pretzel.
Oh, you got a pretzel, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretzel,
Nothing says going to a basketball game like getting a big pretzel like you're a good little plump boy at the basketball game and you're
We can work with that. Something with the pretzel.
Oh, make it disgusting though. Make it greasy.
Maybe it's a currywurst in the shape of a pretzel. I'm not sure.
Oh hell yeah, that'd be so dope.
There's already a Berliner, like a what do they call Pfannkuchen Berliner in the like a pretzel Berliner. Like it's a pretzel, but it's all like sweet.
Oh ew, no,
dough.
I can't do that. I don't like sweet things. Like
okay,
that.
Make it hard.
That's just like a pretzel shaped donut then.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. I don't want that.
With sugar.
I was like in Rob's
23 euros.
Yeah.
Whatever you're saying. What are you saying?
Rob's saying a currywurst shaped pizza, which
I'm saying no. That's the magic. That's the magic of the arena. It sounds disgusting, but if it's the third quarter of Turkey versus Lithuania, and you're in your seat, you're like, I need to have one of these right now.
So would it be like currywurst on the inside and then a pretzel outside?
That's like a corn dog.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
I like
actually.
that.
It's like a pretzel corn dog, basically.
Yeah, that sounds really
Nice.
fucking
Salt
good.
on it.
That sounds so good.
Wow, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I
Do
would.
we get
all right.
mustard with it?
Yeah,
Taking notes. Taking
Exactly.
notes.
Mustard.
Third quarter of Lithuania versus Turkey. I'm dropping €15.90 on one of these bad boys.
Speaking of which, last note I have for inside the arena. I believe you noticed it when we walked in. proud partner of the Mercedes-Benz Arena, Philip Morris.
Yes, I've seen that.
Talk about leaning into your, like, you got it.
Yeah.
The stadium looks good outside, the feng shui with the East Side Mall. Great. Let's incorporate smoking somehow. Let's go all in. That's your competitive advantage.
Well, it's the one bit of Europeanness too.
But like, I wonder, they have a lounge, right?
The Philip Morris lounge.
Yeah, I wonder if you have to smoke in there.
They probably get free. They probably like give cigarettes away or whatever.
I wonder if you have to smoke in there. I wonder if they let you in there if you don't smoke.
I bet they do. You're just
I'm making a joke.
I don't mean to jump ahead, but the mascot very unsuccessfully was firing T-shirts into the crowd, which again is a classic American arena thing. But instead of like, I mean, it's like a big like cannon. I'm imagining instead like a fucking machine gun of cigarettes. You just like spray the audience so you can just grab a couple out of the air.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, the true European sporting experience would be all of the American capitalism, but you still don't get rid of indoor smoking.
Yes.
Nice.
Now we're talking.
Nice. I like that. I think in the lounges you can smoke in general, actually. I've been in one.
At the Mercedes-Benz Arena? See, so you would know. You would know if you get the full Philip Morris experience. In the Winston lounge, it's the Winston Champions Lounge.
You got to play the elements. Sometimes it's turf, sometimes it's rain or sleet or snow. Sometimes there's a haze of smoke and you can't see the basket. But that's why we love the game.
That would have been so awesome if it was just like, that would have given like 70s vibes if you just like have a bunch of people sitting there smoking, watching a basketball game in an empty arena. I don't know.
That'd be sick.
Great.
That sounds really cool, actually. Actually, that sounds disgusting, but
I know.
I really like the idea that just the entire arena is filled with the cast of Mad Men.
Exactly. But yeah, let's talk about the mascot, huh? Since you already mentioned it.
Yeah, so I really like the idea that whoever was at the like marketing, like the head of marketing for this was like, what about if the only thing that we knew about basketball was like a 90s like Nintendo game and like, you know, hip hop up to the year 1994.
Yes, exactly.
Like nothing else has
also very smart. It was a basketball.
Yeah, it was a guy who
was like, yep, that fits.
It was a guy in a basketball suit who then would like break dance. Like the only exposure to culture that he had seen has been
the
like
boys fly, girls hands in the air.
And I think it's always a really like, I think it's always a really good like thing to mention about that Germany, especially like white Germans, when it comes to their exposure to hip hop, like older white Germans, mind you, is really like, I think Rob mentioned this, like, I don't remember if it was on an episode or just in talking, that it really is the,
I think it was Rob.
How like Tupac and Eminem are like the two international artists that like everyone in the world knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's just like I've had people tell me like I can't rap along, it's too fast, but I can if it's Eminem or Tupac, like something about the
but they could be from anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but Germans, but it's just saying Germans love the woke stuff too.
Oh, Germans love lyrical miracle rap.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like they like the old stuff because, like, I mean, Germany's okay. How do I start this? This is a whole episode talking German hip hop brain, basically.
Yeah, go.
If you
go
see
for
all
it.
the shit in Hamburg and shit like that, like German hip hop, like Fanta 4 and hier, wie heißen die nochmal? Heißen das nochmal? Oder Hamburg hier. Bass, wir brauchen Bass. Was geht denn? That shit, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that was, what was that, 90s?
Yeah.
Some shit like that, yeah. So that is a golden era of German hip-hop. You know, all like Markus Steiger and all of them and shit like that.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Sammy Deluxe and shit like that. They're all like from Hamburg. And it's all like...
You ever been to Sammy Deluxe's restaurant in Hamburg?
No, he has a restaurant?
No.
I just looked it up and it's permanently closed. But I was there and it was fine. It was nothing special.
What kind of restaurant was it?
Yeah. They just had like, I guess it's like, they had like burgers.
I was about to say, it's a burger place.
Yeah.
There's some weird connection in Germany between like really cringy white hip hop and like opening up a burger restaurant.
Not white. Sammy Deluxe is not
I know.
white.
You know what I'm saying though? Like this very like lyrical miracle.
All of the menu items were like puns.
Oh God, of course they were.
Different rappers.
Nice.
All I remember is Pig L, which was some kind of
wow.
maybe he was ribs or something. I'm not sure.
Nice.
Not worth the. I don't remember how much of an upcharge there was, but
that is literally
that is the vibe basically, and they want that from the US as well. They want the good old hip hop, They want Biggie, they want Pac,
That's just the most disrespectful thing that you could have done to Big L, though.
I know.
That's horrible. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's like a little kid trying to insult him.
Oh, Big L.
I mean, I'm talking here like Germans. I'm not talking like German rap now.
Yeah,
rap.
no.
That's a different thing.
There is very much a part of the German population, though, of like older millennials.
Guys getting mad at me for listening to the Uzi Vert.
Yeah, because they're like,
Wait,
you're not listening to Fettes Brot or whatever.
No, it wasn't Fettes Brot, but it was like
it's like,
it was 90s hip hop. Only that, even like also from Germany and shit like that, and like all this new shit that's just crazy. The kids are going crazy. He was like my age, But,
yeah, it really though is it really is funny. He was
like offended.
Why? What?
Because I wanted to listen to Uzi.
Oh well, that's just a sign that you can't trust someone. But I really love the idea that this culture of nothing after the year 1994 is allowed to remotely even be discussed.
You can have some 2000 stuff, some of it.
Oh yeah, true. Because outside,
okay,
2000 could only be stuff like what is it, like Dr. Dre's The Chronic, and then that's it. Like the 4 songs of it that Germans know. But yeah, I really like the sense of everything kind of like existed within this like very weird understanding of like this type of American culture that they like won't let be updated in any way whatsoever.
Germans are nostalgic about America.
Yeah, but I'm in America that they never even knew. Damn, that's crazy.
Wow, that's nostalgia, isn't it?
No, I know, yeah.
How much of that is tied towards the fact that basketball is not football, and it's like this, what's the right word? A niche activity or sport? I mean, you played baseball here, so you have some sense of it. And it's like, you have to fall like there's a specific cultural
like signifier for this.
That goes along with it. Whereas with football, it'll just be mainstream culture. Sure, there's like whatever a typical.
Well, that was the thing that was so funny about when Germany beat Greece. They played like one of the old songs from like the Euro Cup or whatever that was like Germany's official song, like. Stop!
No, don't remind me.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about that vibe and that game. Oh, you want to talk about it now?
No, well, I mean, it's just the sense that then, like, I'm agreeing with Rob in the sense that then that at the forefront, it is that it's like because it was introduced.
They were. Sorry.
Oh no, because it was like introduced in this method, it like has this like vibe around it, but at the end of the day, like still like I think that. They don't know how to like celebrate things in any other way other than like football culture.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say they had elements of football fandom like in there, like this song or like the drums.
Yeah.
And shit like that, like the drums. It's kind of like the ultras. You had some basketball ultras.
Yeah, like you don't see that in the US.
You don't see that in the US, no.
Well, maybe in like college games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I've not been, but not in the NBA. I've never seen anyone with drums. And
no, yeah, you're right. It is much different in pro basketball in the U.S. But I mean, I like to be fairly honest. That is something that then I wish was then done more in American sports games because it is like really fun to see people come out and why not?
I mean, totally.
Especially in a game that's like as fast paced as basketball. Like
I said like I mean we had that conversation before. I think like I don't know if on the pod, but how like. Depoliticized American sports are and like because ultra groups and shit like that. I mean like I know that fans always say like, oh, we're like fuck your political football, shit like that, quoting Dynamo Berlin here.
Oh yeah, well they're an actual Nazi club, yeah.
Yeah, but actually like all of that, like these ultra groups all have kind of like a political affiliation or like direction, like even in there, like when they say they are not non-political hooligans and shit like that. Like,
yeah, and it's really funny seeing in the U.S. within like the advent of like football / soccer, whatever you want to call it, becoming attempting to become bigger there with like the MLS and like UCL and stuff like that, that the fans are then trying to inject a bunch of like the European style of like politics being more at the forefront, but it just comes off really corny because it just, I don't know, like it's not very like
not very like natural.
I don't know. I don't want to say that it isn't natural. It just looks goofy in like an American sense too, because like also like the chants are very weird and like it's like kind of a very like kind of like neoliberal progressive sort of method of politics too. It's kind of like weird to watch.
Yeah, football has this whole like football has an interesting like history. But we're not talking football.
No. Yeah, but it was something that then was
yeah, that was interesting to see that, definitely.
Yeah, I mean it could have just been because
even
it was
I hated how strong the German fans were.
Yeah, unfortunately we were in Germany. Yeah.
There was so much Germany, like.
But that is the like literally any sport.
Yeah.
If you're trying to introduce a sport or make it more popular, the number one sell is you get to scream "Schland" again and again. You get to wave. You get to wave a flag.
Oh my god!
Right?
I know. I mean, they just love that.
That's why they're like, all right, great.
Like I get wild out for.
I don't know what the rules of this game are.
There was so many. There were so many. Didn't know Berlin had so many gyms.
Yeah,
I assume it's like a like. I don't even know if they have them on Facebook anymore. Yeah. But you know, there always used to be Facebook groups that are like free stuff or like, oh, this is where free movies are. It's just like places you can scream Deutschland. Like there's gonna be a kids lacrosse game in Lichtenberg. You will be able to scream Schland again and again.
Yeah,
ING will also be handing out free German flags.
Yeah, that's true. No one there actually knew what basketball was. They just got the memo of like 8:30 Schland, be there.
Wear the colors.
And that is the point of American sporting events.
I guess
it is a vehicle to either eat an enormous amount of calories or scream something.
Yeah,
and there you go. You're figuring it out.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the thing also too that I thought was really funny about it is that then they really tried. You mentioned this briefly with the T-shirt gun. There is this attempt of having like for those who haven't been to an NBA game, every second that they have that they're not on the court, there's something.
T-shirts.
There's something in the middle of it.
Yeah, but at least they're good at that and like.
Yeah, but it's like a little bit too chaotic sometimes, where you're just like, am I watching the game or am I watching like the dancing grannies for like the third time?
What is the gorilla doing there again? Oh
no! Yeah,
I love when the gorilla was bringing all his friends. And then they were all together.
Like, because it was like Arizona mascot night or something like that when
all
we
the friends
went.
were there. It was a party. Sorry.
The like people, especially the basketball nerds, have often complained because sometimes there's like point challenges, like 100. If they get to 100, then everyone gets a free taco or whatever it might be.
Yeah,
or like
we don't
if so and so makes or misses a free throw, then.
I see that
free
in
Chick-fil-A or whatever,
on the TV,
and then people just get hype for for that happening instead of the outcome
like
of the game.
Local TV stations and shit like just for Phoenix, Arizona, and then like I don't know, the dude that is dealing cars around the corner says I get 10% off on my next oil exchange.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to know what's the craziest one that you've ever seen?
No, we don't have the local channels. We have NDR and shit like that, but not like the local.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Not every NDR viewer is gonna get like a free chalupa from Taco Bell
from a northern city of your choice.
Yeah, you get a free Nordsee sandwich.
Please,
now we're talking. I like it.
What's the craziest one that you've seen though, like at a game of one of those contests? Because I have the one that is one of the weirdest ones, just simply chance wise. So there was a game. I remember it. It was the D-backs versus the Athletics. I believe it was 2001 or 2002, and they had a raffle at the D-backs games that was one of these ones that they assumed that no one could win. You know, that's like you have to guess which player is going to hit a grand slam in which inning, and you'll win $1 million from Shamrock Farms, the milk company. Shamrock Farms, the local.
They have $1 million for you.
I mean, they're like one of the large milk distributors in the United States. They also did not think this was going to happen. So during this game, this woman they like kind of like are building up to it the whole game of like, so and so from like Avondale, Arizona, is guessing that Jay Bell is going to hit a home run in the a grand slam in the 7th inning against the Athletics, and he fucking did.
Oh my god!
And the woman won $1 million.
Nice, good for her.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's so I need some of those challenges. I don't care how ridiculous they are, like that they're not going to beat. I think that they still kept doing that challenge for a while too, because they thought no one's going to get it 2 times. Like it's so like
wow,
unexpected. But yeah. So
wild.
I need the one
you
like
need something like that.
Yeah. Even if it's
basketball,
any sport, like if the third string striker, gets a hat trick, everyone in the stand gets 50,000 euros.
We don't need that. We have betting.
Oh yeah, true.
Wettbüros.
Yeah, all right. I mean, the U.S. also made that legal as well.
Many of them everywhere. It's a whole culture. Betting, like sports bets.
Oh yeah, the one time of the year that I like actually gamble. Yeah. Is coming up the World Cup.
Oh, the World Cup!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, but yeah, basketball. Sorry, now we're going back to football.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
I
want
to talk about
that.
more like the halftime stuff. Okay, can we talk about that? So, like in the first game where there was not really like anyone in the stadium where we could
I forgot about this.
What was the band again she was in? Okay, we had a great act of our Brazilian German angel Gabi from something berries. I forgot. Wait, what's
she was a German pop star from a group.
Gabriela.
But she was on a show like The Voice Germany.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Queensberry. Whoo. Wait, let me see if that was like pop star or which show that was. Man.
So it was like your version of like
Popstars,
making
it was
the
Popstars.
band or whatever.
So Popstars is the thing that created No Angels, Germany's most
the
famous.
German version of Danity Kane. Yes.
No Angels, very successful. Queensberry, not so successful. Anyway, she presented her new song, I guess, or no, it was a song that was written for Eurobasket.
It was the official Eurobasket song.
That was the official song, no.
Oh, no, I don't know.
I hope not. Yeah, it was her and 2 angel Brazilian dancers like in white feathers.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was really awkward.
No one in the entire
was there. No one. Everyone left because it was a halftime of the Finland-Spain game, so nobody was there in general. And then the people that were there left, so it was.
Yeah, even the like turned up Finn guy, Finn just left. Like
it was really sad to see.
Yeah, it was the thing that was really funny too is that like at the beginning she just like got there and then had like maybe like a minute of just standing around because they like didn't
something didn't work with the microphone.
Yeah, it was very awkward.
Yeah, it looked like damn Germany. What are you doing? Like
what
else? What's the other halftime show? I missed that.
I don't remember if it was the halftime show, but again, talk about leaning into what you do well. At some point, there was a DJ. I think it was even the same game.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was getting down to a DJ. Like, I couldn't find the DJ, but they were just playing some tracks.
Okay.
And they should stick to it. No halftime performance, just a DJ.
Just a guy playing like party rock anthem.
That guy that was like accompanying the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
Great music choices.
Yeah, that was the thing that was funny as hell too, is that it would just be like blasting like moves like Jagger over the fucking thing.
You always said that, but they never played that one.
Yeah, but yeah. You know what I mean? Just like a song that you forgot existed, and then it just comes up. He's like, everybody move to the left, to the right.
To the left. There was a little mascot though that said that.
No. He also did it too. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Imagine Berlin, like the city of DJs. And all you can find is a dude that
DJ Happy Vibes, clearly.
Yeah, totally.
A real deep cut for our day one listeners.
John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, exactly. I want to.
There is a way that I can see a partnership here. Like in the U.S., because every game has the national anthem song. I think like a lot of like small time musicians are like, oh, I sang the anthem at a Giants game, you know, and that's like, you know.
Yeah.
there's always there's like a little ecosystem to go through.
I got to DJ at
all of the Berlin
at
DJs
Berlin game.
should play at the basketball games.
Yeah,
I sang moves like Jagger at the Alba game.
Yeah, I played "Living on a Prayer" like for
they totally
for
did
15,000 screaming Germans.
Oh, the Germans were screaming. That was crazy.
Yeah,
they do the whole defense stuff though. Defense.
Yeah, that's standard.
I know. I just find that interesting.
I just loved the DJ of the people fucking moved. They listened to him. He was controlling the crowd.
He was.
Putting on Guns N' Roses and then just
Damn, Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah. It really is like the most like what are like the jock rock songs from like 20 years ago, and then also let's mix it in with a little bit of songs in the like that Europe still thinks are like happening in the US. I love it. It really is.
I know where you're coming from because a lot of stadiums play good music, but in Boston it's very close to
it is?
Rock. Yeah.
Beautiful.
We're not
See, those are the European vibes you got over there.
Yeah, because like in
Arizona is,
in Phoenix they'll either make it depends like what game you go to. Like they'll sometimes if like at like
it's on the DJ, I guess.
Yeah. I know for like the D-backs games they'll put on like a lot of like reggaeton and whatnot, especially just because like the players when they like walk up have like their song. And a lot of players from like Latin America just have like, oh yeah, I want like the new like fire fucking like Bad Bunny song to come up.
I love Bad Bunny.
Well, so does pretty much probably every player on the Diamondbacks.
We agree on that.
It's either that, like the thing that's always funny with that is it's either the walk-up song is either like reggaeton or like the most like drinking beer, saluting the flag, you know, country song that you've ever heard.
Yeah.
See. Oh, wait. Did they play some like Schlager? They probably did, didn't they?
I mean, An Tagen wie diesen, I consider a Schlager.
Probably you're right.
Oh, yeah, that is something we have to mention. When Germany won, they won this game. That is wild. With Dennis Schröder, that's wild too.
Who just got signed
signed by the Lakers.
Yeah. I think I was right. I think he was.
That's why he played.
I think that's why he was like, he was really showing up so he can get he can get re-signed.
Well, he did a good job there. But yeah, they won. Germany won, and of course, Germany are the most obnoxious winners. Germans, how that went when they won the World Cup. Yeah, they played An Tagen wie diesen, like a Toten Hosen song. Like Toten Hosen for me are already like they're Schlager now for me. Feels like Schlager because they are hanging out at the fucking Oktoberfest beer set together with everyone from the CDU. Like they even made the CDU made that their fucking song. Like their
Did they really?
Campaign. Yeah, when Angela Merkel was running, she was like, "Yeah, I'm talking." They did.
That's just so funny because like whenever an American whenever some like conservative in the U.S. wants to have a song, they always get in trouble with like Bruce Springsteen or some shit like that.
Not with a Toten.
They always want like Born in the USA or they want some fucking hokey ass song like that. But it's never anything that then's like that bad. It's never like Kenny Chesney's like Red, White, and Blue Bar or something like that. I don't fucking know a single song by him, nor do I care. Or yeah. But I really appreciate the fact that Germany literally has 3 artists that you can choose from. One of them being like Helena Fischer, which I would imagine the CD or the SPD probably was like, how do we get Atemlos as like Olaf Scholz's official party song?
Sorry, I did them bad. They did make fun of the CDU, like the Toten Hosen. Okay, so when the CDU won in 2013, they sang and were like clapping and imagine CDU politicians doing that. Then the Toten Hosen were making fun of them for doing that to their song. I don't know. It's kind of then a few days later,
it's that like German meta humor that you can't get unless you're like really tuned in.
But a few days later, Angela Merkel called Campino, who's the front singer of and said sorry in the name of her party. I just imagine Angela Merkel calling Campino saying, "Hey, sorry, the dudes really like that song."
Yeah, so. Ted Cruz called up Lil Pump apologizing for using Gucci Gang. Doesn't really work as well.
So should we talk about the game?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little X's and O's.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. You know, we're the the European fans in general are way bigger basketball nerds than anyone I know back in the US, which I appreciate, you know. But at the same time, we're not going to make it big like that, you know. We need a makeover. I appreciate it. You can keep doing it, but you are not reaching the big time. Talking about these defensive schemes, okay?
Please, can you elaborate on this? Because I know what you're talking about, but I'm afraid that it doesn't translate over that well for someone who doesn't understand.
As someone who sometimes I ask why I watch sports, especially basketball. Like, why are you wasting your time with this thing? And I remember when I first. I mean, I always watch basketball, but I got really into it when I was really depressed in college and had nothing else to do. And I would just look up and I would just like get into stats, you know, the like statistical side of things. You can seem really smart, you know, that, oh, these fucking idiots don't know that this guy is way better than his contract or, you know, whatever, all that normal stuff. And after like that can keep you like, it's fun to watch the game. If you like the game, if you like watching, if you like seeing good plays, if you like seeing good team play, whatever.
Team dynamics.
That's all. It's fun to watch. If you're into it, it's a great game. It's very rewarding. You can always turn on a game and appreciate good basketball. But it's crazy to me that with sports, for something that's it's the same with football in Europe and elsewhere, something that's like, that's not why people watch. Like, it is just the vehicle. It is just the bread. It is just on the sandwich. Like, it's just something to get the food in your mouth. It's like they could be doing something completely. It doesn't even need to be a sport. It could be just some kind of strange game with rules you don't know about. And you're just there to like cheer for certain people, cheer for your side, boo the other side.
So you're telling me that then that Germans or Europeans they don't care about the stats the way that.
No, I think they do for basketball, but those are the only people really into basketball.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a little bit of people who are just into the celebrity, which is a big part of basketball nowadays for sure, especially compared to other sports. And it's
who am I?
I don't know if it's a little bit of a crossroads or slightly.
Yuli just does it for the love of the game, obviously.
Yeah.
She's the one of three Germans who just love the game.
I love the game.
I'm curious. I'm curious which way it'll go next. You know, and I think that places like the Mercedes-Benz Arena have a large financial incentive to make it go one way. Where
Very
we're just
stat heavy, or
no. Well, what? How would you make that work? Now, most basketball fans, proportionally in Europe, because it is such a minor sport, are the nerds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if it's going to blow up,
how would they?
The nerds have to get diluted.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that they have to get rid of these people and just get the raw go team.
Not get rid of it, but just like that won't be. That's like not how you're selling the game.
No, like
I don't understand it because I'm a sports nerd, but I see the economic reality here. We got to move units.
I understand. I mean, as someone whose favorite sport is baseball,
stats.
Yeah, literally.
Stats on stats.
Even today I was like looking up like because Albert Pujols hit 700 home runs, I think yesterday, and then the first thing I looked up was what his stat card for his entire career.
How old is he?
I think like 40 or some shit.
Can he beat the record?
But I mean, stats are such a part of American sports, I have the feeling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it depends on...
Even basketball, when it comes to, so many, like, bench thingies.
So many what?
Bench thingies.
The bench thingies. That's true. Maybe basketball and baseball are very American sports with their absurd absurd amount of stats and numbers.
I think it's like not even considered too nerdy to know like some of this because it's like so much part of the game. You know, not like every fucking like I don't know stat that you can think of.
Yeah, I mean like it's definitely the sense of you can spend. I know for baseball, if you know it well enough, you can spend an entire time talking about only player stats and then not even mention the fact of like anything else. And I know that for basketball, you can kind of do that for football, But in reality, it's like you're kind of observing how a whole team then functions also, just because the dynamic of the game is different. Like, I think baseball and basketball really have the opportunity that you can have examples of like players who aren't that good who play, or players who are really good who play on bad teams. So you can like pay attention to the sense of like, oh yeah, like Mike Trout or Shohei Ohtani, who are two of the best players, play on like one of the shittiest teams in the MLB, which is the Angels. And you can then sit there and just be like, all right, well, you know what? We're going to like only then take their individual stats and kind of disregard them from the rest of the team because they're so much better than that. Which like you can't do that with like Robert Lewandowski, for example. If he plays really well, there's very much a likelihood that then whatever team he is on is also going to be playing really well, you know?
Not happened with Ronaldo.
Yeah, okay, that's a weird one then. Yeah. But also like he just wasn't. Never mind. This isn't like
sorry.
It could just be the sense that in the sports that I'm far more familiar with, though, as well.
No, I think like I mean, there are some players who play horrible on some teams, like Timo Werner, horrible in the Premier League. Great that he's back with Leipzig now.
Yeah, I guess also too maybe is the
Not
difference.
Not saying
of,
that Leipzig is doing too well.
No, but it's also maybe it's just the difference of that. Then Europe has different because in the US you only have one professional league for every sport, you know? You have the NBA for basketball, MLB, NFL, where in Europe you have much different levels of play throughout Europe's professional leagues too. So if you like want to see like, you know, the quality of play between the Bundesliga and Premier League is like slightly different. Like you could obviously make the case that Premier League is like the best of the best players of Europe, you know, so you can play really well in the Bundesliga, end up in the Premier League and like not be very good, you know? So I don't know. Like I think it's just like that there's a different dynamic of professional sports.
I mean, but you can also play for Real Madrid and then end up being shitty at Manchester United.
Yeah, true. But again, because like again, La Liga is not the same thing as Premier League.
But Real Madrid is considered to be
which is then why their performance in Champions League means more to the probably like those clubs fans a lot of the times than say just like
everyone
local
loves Champions League. Anyway, back to the other game with the ball.
Which I mean, just like simply put, is that then just like maybe that's also a reason why too why the individual stat thing isn't such a big thing in soccer as well, is because it doesn't like, I mean, if you're the best in your league, you're probably going to end up some point in the Premier League, you know, and then you can then have your stats like really put it under a microscope, you know.
Big thing in Football Manager.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, those nerds exist, of course, but
yes, they do.
You're going out with one of them.
Yes, I do.
Well, it was a good game. I'm sad Greece lost because I was cheering for Giannis just to have the excuse to, because I never can in the NBA.
Yeah, same
and
problem.
Fucking Germany.
Hey, you know what?
They didn't even win.
That was crazy because in the beginning it looked
bullshit.
like it would be like a close game. I mean, it was still like, but then in the end it wasn't a close game, you know.
No, yeah, it was kind of a blowout.
Let's talk about Giannis being disqualified and Dennis Schröder also being disqualified.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see the Dennis thing. The Giannis, I was seeing we couldn't see anything from our seats, but he did just clothesline someone.
It was an unintentional,
There are a lot of people saying it was he knew the game was over and was frustrated, which is not the first time he would have done something.
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
true. But yeah, he was removed from the game with like 7 minutes left.
It was still nothing like to be disqualified.
Well, no, but this is the thing though, is that European basketball actually like follows the rules more than the NBA does, because the NBA has players that then aren't allowed to have certain things called against them. That's just like a well-known thing in the NBA. Yeah. Like for business reasons, players like LeBron or Giannis aren't going to have certain things called on them because people want to see them play.
Oh.
Like
wow. So capitalism above, like a profit above sportsmanship.
For sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
there's like, you could even bet on the games.
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, that's like a pretty well-known secret in the NBA.
I did not know that. Thought it was all fair play.
No. Like if you're a star player, there's like kind of this unwritten rule that you're gonna have. You're gonna have a lot more leniency towards you being a bad boy on the court.
That's interesting. That's why interesting, and that is why that was such a bold decision to send Giannis off the court. And then Dennis afterwards. I don't know why it was kind of like, oh damn, we put him, like we disqualified Giannis, so we kind of have to do the same with Dennis. So that is still interesting. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't actually know why Dennis Schroeder got disqualified. I didn't see that one.
I don't know either.
I kind of felt like it's just to keep it symmetrical.
Yeah, I mean, at that point of the game, I wasn't paying attention to the nitty gritty, more the fact that Greece was losing a lot.
I know
at that point, and I was also probably very drunk at that point of the game as well.
Totally.
But it was really fun. I just really appreciate the fact of that it was the perfect synthesis of American Eurovibes. Like nothing, I don't think anything has perfectly brought these two countries together more than basketball at the Eurobasket, championships or whatever the fuck it was, quarterfinals.
Yeah. I'd like to go back to the Mercedes-Benz Arena. just hang out
totally.
there.
Yeah, you want
I like the whole outside vibe with where
playing
the 90s hip hop, having baskets where you can shoot.
Yeah, it is really a blast in the past that never happened for most of these people. It's just trying to experience some level of nostalgia of being like, wow, wie wäre das, wenn ich Biggie getroffen hätte?
I do have to ask though, why one of the biggest banks cannot afford
the mascot.
A mascot that does not look like a meth addict.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we had there was the ING bank mascot, which was the big lion with just like
it's an orange lion.
An orange lion with
why
just
is it ING? Because it used to be Diba. ING is Diba, no?
Yeah.
Diba. And Dirk Nowitzki used to advertise for them.
But he was going around
looking like a crackhead.
with like the milkiest eyes I've ever seen in my life.
Like cataracts.
Yeah, horrible.
Stray cat. Stray
and this
lion.
cat's like trying to literally, this cat's trying to, this giant lion mascot's like trying to get in on the action, like playing basketball or whatever in the thing, and also like just hanging around. I got a picture with him though. I put it up. I posted it on Twitter and Instagram.
That cat looks so scary. I've seen cats like that on the street in Greece.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we talk a little 1-year anniversary of the elections to round it out?
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
Alrighty, that's it with the game, huh?
Yeah, that's it with basketball then. Anyone else have anything to say? No?
But seriously, I would like to watch more basketball in Europe.
I like watching
basketball. And I got some friends who like watching basketball. Let's make it happen.
I'm one of those friends.
Yeah.
You're one of those friends.
At the Mercedes-Benz Arena or wherever, maybe.
I want to go to an ABBA game, actually.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
This created all fans of European basketball. Three new dedicated European basketball heads.
See you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
As silly as it was, I would like to see more. Like, what's the local scene like?
Well, Franz Wagner, who blew up against Greece. Yeah. He's from Berlin. I was trying to figure out where in Berlin he's from, but
the true Berliner, huh?
Berlin boy.
Yeah,
Berlin boy.
His mom was on the East German national handball team.
So he's a born athlete.
Yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki's parents also handball players, so that's really basketball's niche. Just there's no more handball. Go west.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna round this episode off then.
Yeah. The only other thing is that there's a lot of fucking politics going on in the world. I hear.
Yeah.
A lot of shit happening, but something can't really talk about that yet. Don't know what's gonna happen.
No.
But
what's going on right now?
Today, at least, or
this week,
almost this week, tomorrow, 1-year anniversary of the election last year.
The be all end all of Germany.
Yeah.
Where Olaf Scholz finally. Set
It's been a year, huh?
It's been a year of the plan has been in motion. Let's just say that.
That is so wild. It seems like yesterday.
I was reminded of it because Deutsche Wohnen and Enteignen had something yesterday that I did not go to. But they're still at it, which is also.
So how are we doing, Germany?
Well, you said...
What's the stat card?
No weed. F.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Still not legalized. I mean, what?
Yeah, also no...
Everything would we have a cold winter. If we could just smoke our like brains out during that,
with your state-sanctioned, dro from, has a stamp from Christian Linde himself.
I mean, I gotta open the window anyway if I smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Also, no new citizenship law for people with for dual citizenship, fun time stuff, which means that I'm not going to bother applying for my citizenship yet because I get rid of my Italian one if I could get the German one, but yeah, like whatever. What else? War. That happened. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, right now, fun fact, Olaf is right now planting one tree in Saudi Arabia, where he's making big deals to get energy, like oil supply from Saudi Arabia. But hey, he planted a tree.
Hell yeah. You know what?
I mean, you gotta get it from somewhere.
Exactly.
That one tree is definitely gonna change.
Yeah, that's climate. Just the thing I just find that's just so funny with this last year is it really kind of has proven that I think everything that we predicted about the Greens coming up to the election and them joining the coalition is very much true. They're just a spineless organization that will do anything to govern, even if that means reverting to the most like just basic bullshit Atlanticist neoliberal nonsense. The Greens get a fucking D- from me on that one, if not an F. I don't know. I just somehow find like there is something that then was pleasant about knowing that the GroKo sucked. Like it was just kind of like a constant of like, well, Germany has a reactionary right-wing government that's, propped up by an SPD that like doesn't do fucking anything. And then it's like these three parties who can't govern for shit then come together and they're like, let's get back to that. Let's just have the fucking CDU like get like a record win in next election because we're so bad at governing. Like there's like the talk of then like Friedrich Merz becoming the next Bundeskanzler, I think is very much a real thing. Oh, now everyone's all silent and sad because I'm right.
Rob, you wanted to talk about this.
Well, we got a few more years.
Yeah, no,
it's
true.
Only 1 year. Any hopes for year 2 of the
legalized weed?
I don't know. I just don't understand the sense that then like everything that then.
Code. Yeah, that's also some shit. Energiepauschale.
Yeah, like all these things just don't work.
Like here, the lever. I can only say it in English now. Umlage.
Oh yeah, for Energieumlage. Yeah,
also great. Let the people pay.
Yeah, the sense that then all these companies, all these gas and energy companies are making fucking record profits.
But the law, we have to treat everyone equal, so the ones that are making profit somehow will make even more profit. I love that.
Yeah.
I love how that works.
It really makes no sense how this country just can't do the thing of like, maybe setting price caps at the very least.
Nationalizing right now.
Well, that's not going to happen. But at least like setting price caps for.
I know. No, they didn't nationalize Unipa and Uniper and Rosneft.
Yeah, because it was Russian seized assets.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just in general, that all the energy.
I think. Yeah.
Needless to say, capitalism can't, solve crises clearly.
Yeah.
Because it somehow always finds itself in them. I don't really have anything else to say about the government, though. I'm very sorry.
Yeah. Is it
3 more cold years?
Is it better than you expected or worse than you expected?
Legitimately worse. I also wasn't expecting, in September of last year a war to start, but
same. I think nobody did.
That this is.
That is an extra challenge. And just cut them some slack.
Yeah, and just seeing this government kind of just do the thing of like, we don't want to do this thing in terms of like, military stuff, and then they just like, oops, I guess we have to. It's like it's just this really weird tactic of just like, just do it at the beginning. Like, I'm not gonna like you regardless.
I don't know. I think like Olaf maybe really didn't want to do it.
No, I don't know. They're too Atlanticist.
That's more like Baerbock.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying in the sense that then
seems kind of weird.
Yeah, I legitimately think that it's like they understand the complexity of like Germany's politics.
You wouldn't do a whole fucking Spiegel interview and tell everyone how you're not gonna like deliver weapons and then
do it.
Then fuck yourself, basically.
No.
I don't think he wanted to do that. I think he was pushed by a host coalition partner.
No, I think it makes perfect sense because
it doesn't.
you can
Do
play.
you think that was all the political
my
PR
man,
strategy?
all right, yeah, no. Olaf Scholz playing both sides. My man's smart. my man built different.
Yeah, he totally wants every leader in the like Western world to think that he is a fucking loser that doesn't want to.
That doesn't matter. No, exactly. That doesn't, because all that matters is the sense for Germans. Olaf Scholz isn't getting voted by the French now, is he, or the Americans?
I know, but
Germans, I guarantee you, there's a lot of people in the guarantee this. There's a lot of people in the SPD being like, "Wow, I like that Olaf, like, at least said at the beginning he wasn't going to do this," because they probably like legitimate. They probably like legitimately
none of
thought.
them are all like little like.
No, they aren't though.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there are people who are part of the SPD who are like, oh, like I'm smart and I'm like more, I'm more cautious about this. Glad that Olaf Scholz like didn't immediately go into it. Oh, well, politics happened and he had to cave in, but at least he like, gave his opinion. There are people in Germany who are like, wow, he's so pragmatic. I appreciate it because this is a country of nerds.
You put on a good show.
Yeah.
That's something a few basketball promoters are trying to learn about.
It comes back to basketball.
Exactly. Yeah. But then again, remember, I'm with Rob on this, where I think that Olaf Scholz is like a master.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that opinion in a while. It's been in my, but I still like it.
Like he's a master deceiver of this is all, we're all just cogs in Olaf's machine.
Oh, he's a trickster.
Yeah. Damn. No, maybe not that bad.
Con artist.
Yeah.
Con artist.
Remember. Oldie but goodie episode where Rob mentions his Olaf Scholz's big plans of Corona.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The war in Ukraine, I'm not sure how that fits in. Give us some time. There will be a connection, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's gonna be such a plot twist.
I'll have Rob meet the meet the Oracle, and we'll get the answers sooner or later. I gotta go hike a mountain with Rob. I'll be back in 3 days.
Yeah, no, where are we going?
I think I'm way too excited about hiking a mountain.
There's an oracle at the top. I'm imagining like an old like a restaurant that gives you soup.
Yes, on top of the mountain.
Yeah, the German version of an oracle is that you just go and you find your Allgäu girlfriend just like shining at the top. You drink the forbidden milk with her.
I do get the picture of the restaurant on top of the thingy. What is that?
It's the oracle.
I know, but I do
your
know
Allgäu, your shiny Allgäu girlfriend gives you the forbidden milk, and then you take a sip of it.
Though.
Yeah,
the lonely restaurant.
They're up there. I don't know how they got them up there, but there's restaurants up on top of those mountains.
Yeah,
and they can give you a soup with a giant knoodle in it.
Yeah. And then you hallucinate for 3 days.
You open the canoe and you see the
universe. You see Olaf's plan just unfold before you.
It takes a while for the Oracle's decisions to come through, which is why Olaf Scholz may come off as always contradicting himself, or the Oracle is doing its work.
Yeah, but Rob and I will be heading to Zugspitze to find out, the mysteries of the German government. Tune in for the Corner Späti special.
Nick and Rob.
Journey to Zugspitze.
Oh my God. You'd probably die on your way up there.
You know what? So much for the optimism, Julia.
Oh, no, it's going to go great.
Yeah. I guess on that note then.
It's a Five Guys up there.
The forbidden Five Guys. Yeah, and a Sausalitos.
You can get and it's always happy hour when you arrive. Oh my God.
What has happened to this country? What happened to my good Allgäu girlfriend?
Oh my God.
And her Knödelwirtschaft at the top of the hill.
It's all American now, baby.
Yeah.
Five Guys.
Replace it with the Five Guys and a Sausalitos. All right. If that's it, we will see you guys all next week. And before we go, just a quick reminder that on November 3rd, we will be having a live show at Comedy Club Berlin. Tickets are €5, and I just need to quickly find the time that we're starting at because Kieran sent me the picture and I can't find it now. Yeah, is right.
Well, nobody's listening. They all stop the episode.
They all stopped the episode months ago.
Probably want to try it again.
No, it's fine. So, it will be. Oh, Kieran. All right. So, what the fuck? All right. So, November 3rd at Comedy. Is it Comedy Club Berlin? It just says CCB. I'm assuming that you can find it.
Comedy Club.
Comedy Club Berlin. We'll be going on. It'll be 8:00 at night or 20 Uhr for all of the the real heads out there, and it is €5 to witness a fun, cool Corner Späti live show. I'm assuming Kieran has lots of fun stuff planned for us because that is normally how these things work.
Yes.
And if
we're just guests on the Kieran show,
we're literally your guests on the Mega Rika show, exactly. There's nothing else. Then
nothing else. I'll be on 1 or 2 episodes coming up.
Yay.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah, nice. Rob's back.
Let's not push it.
The Robster.
Rob's filling in on drums. All right. Then we will see you guys all next week. Take care.
Ciao.
Bye.